Okay, so yesterday, the previous class, we had learned about the definition of matter as well as some special cases like sound, light, heat. They are not considered as matter because they are forms of energy. Okay, all of them are forms of energy. So now we will see some more interesting characteristics of matter which are important for us, both examination point of view as well as our knowledge point of view also. Cool. So before that, a small video regarding the awesomeness of chemistry as well as amazing chemical reactions. Okay, so on your screen, you can see this video, and these are like one of the high definition pictures of some amazing experiments conducted. Okay, so let's watch this video of chemistry, amazing experiments, and then continue the class.
Today I will be reviewing this app, Sim.
I think chemistry is a magical science, but the thing is, chemical reactions are really hard to see. Every time it's different. I think that's part of the beauty. Our goal is to make more students and more kids excited about science, and then so maybe later on they will not fear that the science is a boring subject, and then they can be more open.
Okay, so as you can see in the video, as you saw in the video, all these amazing chemical experiment or chemistry related experiments are actually fascinating. Okay, so if you try to understand how it works and everything, I'm pretty sure there's no reason for you to hate science as such. Okay, so hence just make sure that you generate interest towards the subject. That is all I request from you. Okay, so you should start understanding the subject so that you will like it, and once you like it, you will definitely love it. Okay, fine. So we'll continue with the topic that we were studying yesterday. So we had stopped here. So yesterday we learned about the nature of matter, the physical nature, that is matter exists in a particulate nature. That is, it is made up of particles. Okay, it is made up of small particles, very tiny particles, and matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. This much if you know, that is sufficient. And as I mentioned, you have to understand that all the feelings, okay, touch, sense, all those are not considered as matter, and energy is not considered as matter. Light, sound, heat, all those are not considered as matter. Okay, just keep that in mind. And important thing today we'll be learning is about the characteristics or features. Okay, see, if for example you want to buy a mobile, okay, so you want to buy a mobile. I'll just take one small example, some random mobile, whatever your requirements is. So now, while choosing a mobile, you will always go for some specific features. That is, you want a very good quality camera, some 13 megapixel camera, or you want touch, fingerprint sensor, or all such. These are the features of the mobile that you look into. Okay, features or properties or something. Okay, such that you choose the best possible mobile according to your budget, your requirements. If you want to play game or PUBG in the mobile, then you have to go for a very good quality gaming mobile, which will support all this high-end graphics and all that. Okay, depending on your features, you choose the mobile. So similarly, matter also has some features, okay, or characteristics. So today we will learn about those features or characteristics. So I'm going to write the topic name as characteristics of matter. Today's topic, characteristics or features of matter. Okay, so the first characteristic, so we have already learned yesterday, but still we'll just add on to that. The particles of matter, or wait, I'll just rephrase this statement. I will write matter is made up of tiny particles. Okay, so size I'm going to mention in terms of nanometer. So matter, first characteristic, matter is always made up of tiny particles. You can also call this as atoms. We will learn in detail about atoms in chapter number 3 and 4. So now you just have to understand that every matter is made up of particles, and the size of the particle is very, very small. Okay, that is why I wrote on the top tiny particles. Okay, so this is our first characteristic of matter. So I'll write here, its size is very, very small. You have to take help of a microscope, a powerful microscope like electron microscope, such that you can see the size of an atom. Okay, and other interesting things we will deal in our chapter number 3, atoms and molecules. Okay, this is our first characteristic. So next we'll go to the second characteristic. Second characteristic of matter. So I will just write it in a proper way. The particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, the particles of matter are continuously moving. So what do we understand by this statement? So this just tells us that whatever particles are there, small particles inside the matter, they are not fixed in their position. They're actually moving. Okay, they're actually moving here and there. In that compact position itself, inside the atom itself, whatever particles, like whatever these particles are there inside the matter itself, so they are moving or vibrating. You can consider like that. Okay, so under this topic, so we'll add on some 2-3 extra points. So I will write here, they are moving due to their kinetic energy, because they possesses kinetic energy. So since they have that energy, so what do? They are always in motion. Okay, it might be even vibrating also. I hope all of you know what is vibration. Okay, it can be even vibrating also, but these are always moving. First thing, reason, because they have kinetic energy. That is first reason you should know. Kinetic energy, I hope all of you know kinetic energy, potential energy, everything. Okay, so the second important thing is this definition that you have to remember, called diffusion. Called diffusion. So diffusion means the intermixing of different types of particles. The intermixing of different types of particles on their own. Very important. We are not mixing, they are mixing on their own. The intermixing of different types of particles on their own is called as diffusion. It's called as diffusion. Okay, so all this definition, they're going to ask for 1 mark. See, unlike motion chapter, yeah, unlike physics, here numericals is not there. So very few numericals. Okay, you have to be strong in the theory. Okay, you have to be strong in the theory. So you should know every definition, every characteristic, everything. Once you come to third chapter onwards, then you will learn about other important things like valencies and all those things regarding chemistry. So the first 2 chapters is full theory. Okay, you must understand everything, basic concepts. Okay, so here these particles, since they are always moving, there comes a point when different types of particles can mix with each other. Best example I'm going to show with the help of a video. All of us have done this in our home, but still, again, I am showing.
जीनी,
हाँ जीनी, क्या हुक्म है मेरे आका?
खेलना है।
क्या यार? बहुत गर्मी है यार, थक गया।
तो ठंड कर दो। ये लो।
ग्लूकोज?
ग्लूकोज नहीं, डाबर ग्लूकोज डी। अब देखो कूलिंग। जबरदस्त कूलिंग एनर्जी, डाबर ग्लूकोज डी।
I thought they will mix glucose and show, but anyways, they did not show. I will just show here. Dissolving. Like whatever it is, rasna, yeah, glucose, or anything. So when you dissolve, like this. Okay. So when you try to dissolve, so what would happen is that all the particles will go and occupy the space between them. Okay. So this is dissolving, one thing. But another thing, if you observe, if I take agarbatti and if I light the agarbatti stick, if I light this agarbatti stick, so you can realize that after some point of time, the smell spreads to the entire room. The smell spreads to the entire room because all this agarbatti stick, whatever incense perfume stick was there, so that will spread its smell entire room. Okay, so what is happening is that the smoke from this, the good smoke, okay, from this agarbatti, it will go mix with the air of your entire room, and then that will create a nice fragrance or a nice smell which you smell it and you can feel that agarbatti smell. Okay, so that is when all these gases are getting diffused. Okay, gases are getting diffused, that is lighting of agarbatti, the agarbatti smell will spread throughout the room because of the spreading or the diffusion of gases. That is what we mean by intermixing of particles. Okay, mixing in liquid, that is solid getting mixed in liquid. Here gas getting diffused in gas. Agarbatti smoke is a gas. Okay, so that is getting mixed with air in our room. Okay, so that is diffusion of gas or diffusion of agarbatti's smell. Okay, or agarbatti smoke. So over here we wrote this point of diffusion where intermixing of particles. See, you lighted an agarbatti and the agarbatti smell spread throughout the room. You did not do anything in mixing. Okay, it happened on its own. Okay, the gas got mixed with the air and then you could smell the agarbatti, whatever the flavor of agarbatti or whatever it was. Okay, so that is our diffusion. In diffusion, there is one big factor that matters, which is temperature. Okay, which is temperature. So temperature is diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. So what do I mean by this statement? Okay, I will write this in a mathematical form like this. Diffusion, we use this symbol. Okay, you can see this symbol looks like alpha. Okay, this symbol is directly proportional. Okay, that is the symbol that we use for directly proportional. Diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. So what do I mean by this is that whenever I increase the temperature, okay, I show like this arrow mark. Okay, when temperature is increased, diffusion will also increase. That's all. When temperature is decreased, diffusion will also decrease. That's all. Okay, it is directly related. So we can call that as diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. One more better example I will give. Okay, best example of directly proportional. We will take example of this. Okay, just an analogy. Your fun or entertainment, so will be directly proportional to your pocket money that you get from your father or mother or parents. If your pocket money increases, suddenly you got very good marks, your father is very happy that he increased your pocket money from 500 rupees to 1000 rupees or something. Okay, so if your pocket money increases, okay, then what will you do? Before you used to have pani puri and all that, but now since your pocket money got increased, your level also gets increased, and now you want to go for Domino's, McD or something else. Okay, so your fun also increases. If your pocket money increases, your fun or entertainment also increases. Okay, Suppose you did something wrong, okay, something that you're not supposed to do, and because of that your dad became very angry and your pocket money got cut or reduced. Okay, if your pocket money got reduced, then of course your fun will also get reduced. Okay, back to now pani puri no illa, nothing. Okay, because your father stopped giving pocket money, your pocket money got reduced drastically, so your fun or entertainment or expenditure also reduces. Okay, so this is one analogy of directly proportional. Okay, which all factors are directly proportional. So over here, diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, so diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. So whenever you increase the temperature, the diffusion also increases. If you decrease the temperature, the diffusion will also decrease. Okay, so this much, if you understood, you please click on yes icon. Okay, if you understood this much, please click on yes icon. Something simple, that is diffusion. If you understood diffusion, so whatever point I just wrote and I explained with the help of this pocket money and whatever fun. Okay, if you understood, you can just click on S icon and please write it down. Okay, see, one more thing. So when I'm writing, please do not tell me to show that point, this point, everything. Yesterday I told at the end of the chapter, at the end of the topic, at the end of the class, I will show you the entire slide. Whatever you missed, you can take photo or anything later. Okay, please do not distract me in between the class. Okay, I want to teach. I don't want to reply to your text message or something. Okay, I should be focused on teaching, not chatting with you. I hope you understand. Okay, see, other things you wait. At the end of the class, I'll give you chance. No, at the end of the class, you ask. I will show the entire notes full. Yesterday's also you want, I will show. Okay, but not during the class. Don't ask me things during the class. It will distract or disturb me a lot. Okay, there's so many chats coming up over here. I should text or I should teach or I should show video. Okay, first of all, these devices do not connect properly. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, so please ask at the end of the class. I'll give you last 5 minutes. You ask whatever. Varun, whoever is asking, ask later. Okay, Varun, Vinayak, okay, and Abhishek, Siddharth, whatever you want, you please ask later. Okay, I did not check what you were asking, but I just saw the names. So afterwards, please. Okay, it really distracts a lot, man. Please understand. After the class, the last 5 minutes you ask. Okay, so now as I told, characteristics of matter are features or properties. First one is matter is made up of very, very small particles. Okay, tiny particles. Its size is very, very small. In terms of nanometer, I have written here now in terms of nanometer, very small. You need a microscope to see that. Second, these particles of matter are always moving. Okay, it can be vibrating or it can be moving from one position to another among themselves at inside the particle itself or inside the atom itself. Okay, why they are moving? Because they have kinetic energy. They possesses kinetic energy. Okay, so under this topic you will learn about this new term called diffusion. So diffusion is intermixing of different types of particles on their own. Intermixing of different types of particles on their own is called as diffusion. This diffusion is directly dependent on temperature. Directly dependent on temperature. If you increase the temperature, the diffusion will also increase. If you decrease the temperature, the diffusion will also decrease. Aste, directly proportional. Okay, and extra point. Okay, I'm going to write the extra point. Osmosis. So I hope you might have heard about this term, osmosis or reverse osmosis. If you haven't heard about this term, I'm going to show you something. After seeing this, you will recollect where you have heard this. Okay. So now everybody, at least one point of your time when you're watching TV or something, you would have seen this ad of Kent water purifier. So where Hema Malini madam will come and tell that you should drink Kent water water from Kent water purifier, because it involves reverse osmosis and all that. You see RO, here they have put no mineral RO. RO stands for reverse osmosis. Okay. So what exactly is osmosis? Osmosis is nothing but a special type of diffusion itself. Osmosis is a special type of diffusion. So to be more appropriate, diffusion of water through semi-permeable membrane. Okay. So where it moves from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay. Special type of diffusion. So moving from higher concentration to lower concentration. So I will just write here movement. Okay, it's a movement from higher concentration to lower concentration. Movement from higher concentration to lower concentration. What movement? The movement of the liquid, or here I mentioned no water. Okay, the movement of the water from its higher concentration to lower concentration. Regarding osmosis, you will again learn in cell chapter. Do not worry. Okay, when we do cell chapter, the next chapter, we will learn about the osmosis, because it's a very important process that takes place. Okay, so in cell, or you can just say in plants, living organisms. Okay, so this is one important point. And the second important point is this: diffusion is different for different states of matter. Gases have more diffusion compared to liquids, and then compared to solids. Okay, solids have less diffusion. Liquids have more diffusion. Gases highest. Okay, gases highest diffusion. Okay, so now this is how you can categorize solids, liquids, and gases. We will learn in detail in the next topic. I just told, that's all. Okay, diffusion of solids is least, diffusion of gases is highest. Okay, so now this is our second characteristic of matter, that is particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, so since I started the class today very late, in fact, because of whatever the reason is, so the next property or the next characteristic of matter, so I'll be doing it tomorrow. But before we end, I want to know how much you understood. Okay, so let us try to answer this question before we go to other things. So I'll just open your textbook, and yesterday we solved one in-text question. So same way, we will solve some more questions from the textbook. So question number 2, if you can see here, question number 2. So give reason for the following observation. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell from cold food, you have to go close. You have to go close. What is the reason? The answer is because of diffusion. Okay, because of diffusion. And you all should also mention that the temperature, you see they have clearly said hot. hot means temperature is more. Okay, the diffusion is easy when the temperature is more. Okay, we had written no, temperature affects diffusion. Diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, so since the temperature is high, diffusion is also high. So we will write the answer to this second question. Okay, the smell of hot sizzling food reaches us several meters away because of diffusion, and diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. We will write it. Okay, instead of just telling, we'll just write page number 3, question number 2. Question number 2. Okay, the answer is diffusion. The reason why you could smell is because of the diffusion. And you can also add one more point. Diffusion is directly proportional to temperature, as hot food has high temperature. The diffusion takes place easily. Or you can write in your own words also, doesn't matter. Okay, so most important, this relationship you need to mention. Okay, that is diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. If you do that, that is more than sufficient. Okay, cool. So tomorrow, so I'll be just starting the class with a Kahoot quiz itself. Okay, so that whatever you have learned, we can just check whether you actually understood it or not. Fine. So homework, please understand this much. Okay, whatever we have done, I'll show you from the beginning what all things we did today. Today, we started with the characteristics of matter. We wrote the first characteristic. Matter is made up of tiny particles. If you did not write any of the things, you please take screenshot or photo now. Okay, I'm showing you everything. Okay, so the particles of matter, they're continuously moving. Why? Because they have kinetic energy. Because they have kinetic energy. And now the diffusion is a process or a phenomena of intermixing of different types of particles on their own. You are not helping, nobody is helping. On their own, they are mixing. Okay, you call this as diffusion, and diffusion is directly proportional to temperature. That's all. Okay, that's all you have to remember. And this extra points for knowledge sake. That's all. Extra point is for the knowledge sake. So that is osmosis is a special type of diffusion of water. It's movement from higher concentration to lower concentration. And the rate of diffusion is such that solids least diffusion, liquids intermediate, gases highest diffusion. Okay, this much we did today, and we solved one textbook question, question number 2, in text question. That's all. That was today's class. Okay, so homework, please revise everything that we have learned now. Based on this, we'll have one Kahoot quiz. Okay, so now it's almost 5:45. So your Mohit sir is already waiting. So I'll hand over the class to him. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue from this topic. Okay, we'll continue from the other characteristics of matter. Okay,